Hi and welcome back to The Books Are Everywhere. Welcome to part 2 of the moving vlog or house vlog. Ignore how I look because I've been doing sanding and also I have sun cream on. I'm really pale and I have hay fever, so my eyes are a bit like, I probably look a bit ill. My eyes have been like stinging and watering. But anyway, it's time for part 2. So I'm going to give you a tour in a moment. Not that much has changed around here. This is probably going to be a long vlog because things are kind of slowing down and we have quite slow progress. So I'm not sure how long this is going to be, but this vlog, part 2, is going to be up until we are actually ready to move in, and then part 3 will be moving in, and settling in first week here or whatever. So this will be like the rest of the painting, the carpets, the final few things that need doing, which you will hopefully see progress over the course of this vlog. So I'll show you in a moment what the house actually looks like at the moment, what still needs doing, so you can see, what I'm gonna hopefully be able to show over the course of this video, and you can join me on this journey. I should have probably said, in case you haven't watched part 1, which I will link down below. So me and my brother are moving into this property, which is why I am doing these videos to kind of update you guys on what it looks like. These are less book related, although I'll try and throw some bookish content in here as well. But this is more about like home stuff because I love watching these videos. I hope you enjoy watching them as well. And I hope you like seeing this because me and my brother are moving in here. So my family, we're like preparing this property. It's had to have a lot of work done to make it livable again and in like a style that we all like. So yeah, that's the small overview if you didn't know, but I will link part 1 down below as well. So the tour, I don't know how much has changed since I ended part 1. I think in here is probably pretty much the same. This is the living room / dining room. It will have a dining table like here. The radiator's going on, probably the biggest thing that's happened recently. Our blinds are there to go up in the bedrooms. This is our lovely teal wall, which I love. Next big job is in here is the hearth, and there'll be a fire here, like an actual fire, and the flooring then needs doing. Flooring is the main thing, as you'll see, but yeah, so it's all moving along just a bit slowly. And then this, I have not been that close to it, but that's for our heating, which is now in. That's probably the biggest thing that's happened recently, is the heating and the kitchen. So the kitchen's pretty much in now. Like worktops are in, these are in, there's plinths underneath, the sink is in, and also we have hot water, which is very exciting. This is our sink, and then we have a little table and chairs. We've got a radiator in here, and we have this cupboard which has got some of our stuff in it already, and this is going to be like our pantry cupboard in the corner. We need to get a fridge freezer for here, and then we'll have a cooker there with an extractor fan, which is why that's there, and some shelves at the top there and here maybe, and a washing machine going in there, which we have a washing machine, we just need to put it in. And then back through the living room. The room we are currently working on is the hallway, as you can see. Been sanding, which is why there's so much dust. We have this cupboard, which is going to be really helpful for like coats and shoes and a couple of things. Like, I think we're going to have hooks and some shelves and stuff. And then the bathroom is here. This definitely hasn't changed because it hasn't changed in a long time. This was the first thing to be done. So the bathroom is basically done apart from the shower needs fitting over the bath here. And like a shower curtain or rail or something. But that's been the same for a while now. So the painful thing about this room is the fact it has 5 doors. So it's got this one, the bathroom one, the cupboard, the living room and my room. So it's got a lot of woodwork. So this is what we've been sanding down at the moment, and I have dust all over me. But I'm actually going to, we're nearly done with the sanding, so I'm actually going to do the painting or do like a first coat of paint in here in a moment. which I'm just going to do with a brush because it's such a small space. And then this is my brother's room, which mine and my brother's room are pretty much done. So I've painted in here, which you can see in part one. The radiators are on, and we've also painted all the woodwork as well. So yeah, this is pretty much done in here, apart from, again, the carpets need to go in. All of our new doors are there to go on when we can put them on. And then my room, which I'm in love with. I love the green wall so much. Love my little view of the garden so much. But yeah, radiator is on. Again, big thing in here, we just need the carpets. The woodwork is done in here as well. Had to touch up a few bits on the green, which I'm happy with how it looks. But yeah, so that's pretty much the bedroom's done. This whole like space in the living room just needs carpets, which hopefully you'll see in this video, along with the hearth will appear, and a few other little bits as well. So we're definitely getting there, but there is a few more things to do. So as I said, I'm going to paint this now, so I need to mix some paint because it's new, fresh plaster, so it needs some like mixed paint and water, and I'm going to do that today, now. Okay, it's very patchy, but it's a first coat, so it's fine. But I have painted the ceiling and the walls. And I think I'm gonna stop here for today, because yeah, I'm tired, but I got some done at least. It's a beautiful evening to do some more painting. Hi, I thought I would just check in because I've been painting this wall. Please ignore my appearance in general. But yeah, I have been painting here. It looks patchy because it's drying at the moment, but yeah, the hallway it might be done. I don't know if it needs another coat on this wall. We'll see how it dries. But yeah, it may be done. It may need another coat. We will see. Yeah, it looks terrible right now because it's drying, but it will dry better. And then the ceiling, I just put another coat on. So the ceilings had 3 coats of white and the walls had 1 coat of white and 2 coats of grey. So yeah, we will see how it looks when it's done, but hopefully it's okay. And then it will be all of the woodwork that needs doing. And then all of the painting will be done, which is very exciting. Hi, it is now the 1st of June. Honestly, we have not made a lot of progress, which is fine. We're just doing this, like my whole family are just chipping in and doing what they can when we are free, and we all work basically full time, so there is no like rush, and that's why we are taking a while. But yeah, it's the 1st of June. Not much has changed around here, to be honest. I have just come to primer all of these door frames because, yeah, they were all sanded. We have 5 in this tiny space, and now we need to primer, undercoat and do 2 coats of paint on them. So I have come masked up and primered all of the door frames apart from the other side of the lounge because I ran out of masking tape. But other than that, all of them have been primered, so yeah, this side of the door needs doing, but I don't have masking tape and I need to put tape on that wall. I don't trust myself otherwise. So yeah, that's been my evening. Gonna go and have some dinner. It's like 8 PM because I did this after work, so I'm just gonna go pop to a shop and grab some dinner. But yeah, some progress. It's been a while since I updated this vlog, I won't lie, but it's actually time to start packing, which is insane to me. So I will show you the progress on the bungalow at some point soon. We've got carpets coming in next week, the tiles are done in the kitchen. Some of the bigger things that I was kind of telling you about at the start of this vlog are done now, and I will update you on that soon and show you around. I haven't seen all of it yet, but we also have carpets next week and we have doors going on in the next few days, so it's actually time that I start packing some stuff up, which is insane and daunting. You can see that I've got gaps because I did an unhaul, so I'll link that down below if I remember the unhaul video I did. And I have some boxes in the car, some big boxes, and I also have a lot of like little cardboard boxes down here. I'm gonna start with the boxes that I have in this room, like the little cardboard ones, just to pack up the special editions and ones that I'm worried about and want to make sure they're safe. I'm gonna pop in those boxes first. Yeah, so it's exciting. Okay, this is not meant to have been into, that's not language. This is not meant to have turned into a packing vlog, but I guess this is where we are now. So I'm gonna do some more packing. I have an absolute mess behind me. Let me show you. So most of these boxes are books. Those are books. There is a microwave under there and a laundry bin. Like, none of that is books. The laundry bin has stuff in it that needs to go to the house. And there's some random stuff on top of as well, but most of these are books. And I still have a lot to go, like a lot of books that have not been packed yet. I have a couple more boxes in the car, but I just don't really have the space right now unless I put them there maybe. So that's not the focus of today yet anyway. The focus of today is clothes and under the bed. And as I'm not really going to pack, I'm going to sort, because I need to sort through everything before I like take it with me and decide what's coming with me and what's not, and sort the rest into like sell, donate, whatever, because I have a lot of like clothes that I don't wear and a lot of stuff under the bed that I don't need, because obviously stuff just gets shoved under there. So, and like boxes and things, like I'm going to sell some of these Pop Funkos and the boxes are under the bed, so things like that I am going to do a good sort through. Clothes I think first, and then I'm going to sort through those in terms of like selling, donating and keeping, and then we'll go from there, I think. Okay, I'm still in the middle of sorting out clothes. I have hiccups, so we're gonna have to ignore that, and I got a parcel, so I thought I would just show you what this is. It is a parcel from Fairy Loot. Please ignore my hiccups because they will last a while. I did not expect this to be what was in the parcel. I thought this was going to be my copy of Last Violent Call, which has just dispatched, but this is actually my reprint of Heartstopper. I seem to have packed my old copy. However, this is nice to have. The print run originally had some errors in it, in that like some of the pages were just only half printed. So they actually reprinted all of them, and poor Alice has had to re-sign so many more tip-in sheets. But this is now fully okay. So thank you to Fairy Loot for sending another beautiful copy of this book. I did not expect this to be in the parcel, but it is nice to have. I guess I will just pack this too and sort it all out when I get into the new place, because I have no idea which box the original one is in. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you for now because hiccups, and carry on sorting some of my clothes and then sort out all the rest of the stuff that is under my bed. But I have a bag for charity, I have a bag for selling, so we are getting there slowly with the clothes. I haven't parted ways with as much as I wanted to. I do struggle holding on to things for sentimental value, but but my drawers are a lot tidier. So for now I'm just gonna leave that as it is, and I can always sort it out again once I actually move and I want to get a new like drawers and things like that, so I can just do it again at some point. And when I'm packing, maybe I'll come across some stuff. Right now I'm not actually packing, so we're still a few weeks away, I think. So I'm not actually packing things other than my books, because obviously I don't need my books out all the time. They can go away. I am going to need my clothes, so I am leaving them for now and just sorting through them so I have less to do when I actually pack my clothes to move, which I'm not sure when that'll be. But you'll see it in this video probably. I don't know when I'm going to end this video and start the actual moving in video. Like, I want to do another video for the actual moving in first week kind of thing, and I do want to do a video for sorting out my shelves when I've moved them. So I'll probably end this one like as we're preparing to actually move into the house, and then once we have, I'll do like a final moving in and first like week or so in the new place as I sort some stuff out there. So we will see, but for now I'm gonna carry on. Sorry about the hiccups. As you can see, I'm not currently packing. It's evening on the same day. I sorted out all of my clothes, all of the stuff under my bed, all of the stuff under my drawers. Basically most of the stuff in my room has now been sorted into like keeping, donating, selling, everything like that. So I'm feeling a lot more prepared to actually move in a few weeks' time, which is good. But I just kind of also thought that I haven't really discussed any books in this vlog, and I have been reading a lot today, so I thought I would just chat about that. I did listen to the last hour of The Island Home, which was the audiobook I was listening to earlier today while I was doing some sorting. And I really enjoyed that book. It's by Libby Page, the same author as the Lido, and I absolutely loved the Lido so much. And I also really liked the 24-Hour Cafe, which is by her as well. And The Island Home is following Lorna, who is a single mom, lives in London. She lived in London since she was like 18 when she ran away from home, and she used to live on the Isle of Kip, which is in Scotland. It's an island off the coast of Scotland, and this whole book is basically about her and her daughter going back to this island where she was from and confronting the death of her parents and her kind of dark past from when she was a child, and trying to build up a relationship with her brother again, who has his own family. And it was very predictable in a lot of ways, but also really heartwarming and really lovely. I feel like I definitely knew everything that was coming before it happened at the end. But it was just really nice, and I did really enjoy it. So even though it was predictable, it was just like a very like comforting read. And also the narrators were Scottish as well, which I really liked. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was told in dual perspective between Lorna herself and her sister-in-law, so the brother that she'd left behind on the island that she was trying to kind of rekindle this relationship with, his sister, so no, his wife, so her sister-in-law. Yeah, that's right, I think. The relationship. But yeah, her brother's wife, so it was like from her point of view of being someone who had lived on the island for a while and was living there because she married someone who'd been brought up on the island, and her own kind of worries and concerns about living on the island and having Lorna come into their lives, and from Lorna's perspective. So I did really enjoy that one. I've also just finished off the last 100 pages. I say last, it's like the second half of the book. This book is only 200 pages long, of Rhubarb Lemonade by Oscar Kroon, which I was reading. And this one was interesting. This is translated from Swedish by A.A. Prime, and it was very interesting to read. It's about this girl who visits this island every summer where her grandpa lives, this very like remote island. I think she goes, I don't know if she goes every summer, but she's going for this summer. And this summer she meets a girl called Ruth, and they are very much like opposites, but they end up becoming friends and maybe something more. This one was really interesting because it was translated. It definitely didn't feel how I expected it to feel. It was actually quite whimsical. Like, to me it just didn't feel very grounded at all. I wanted to feel like I was in this like atmosphere where I was on this island with these girls, and that it was really summery, and in reality it just felt very like there wasn't that much description, and a lot of the pages, like, there's no chapter breaks in this at all. It's just that some of the pages are like, that would be the whole chapter, and then you turn the page and it would just be another couple of pages, and then that would be it. Like, it'd just be another couple of pages like that. So every kind of section was only like no more than a couple of pages, so it was a very quick read, and it's very short as well. It's just over 200 pages, which I enjoyed. It just didn't feel like I was in the story really at all, because it just doesn't really explain that much about the island and the summer and the surroundings like I expected it to. It was almost like we were constantly floating above what was actually happening and floating above this story rather than actually in this story. I don't know how else to describe it, and it's hard, I think, to kind of pinpoint whether that's something that is more natural in Swedish and is more natural in YA in Swedish. I don't really know, and whether it's the translation or whether it's just how the original book was, and that is not typical. I don't particularly know where that comes into it, but I can only really judge it on how I felt about it, and I just felt like I was constantly floating above the story rather than in the story. That's the only real way I can think to describe it. So I'm gonna give this one 3 stars. I did still enjoy it. It was very quick to read, and it was interesting to read a translated YA book, because I don't think we really come across those very often. But it definitely didn't give the summer atmosphere that I wanted in the island atmosphere. So I didn't really realise I'd been reading 2 books about islands in the same time, but I was, so it was interesting to reflect on both of those. But yeah, I read this, I finished The Island Home, I did some sorting in my room. I will update you again when I actually go to the house and show you what the house currently looks like, with the new doors that are on, with the tiles in the kitchen, with the fire that we have in the lounge now. I will show you like all of that stuff. And I don't know when I'm gonna wrap up this vlog, but we'll see. I hope you're enjoying it. So my height extensions that are on these bookcases are sadly not gonna fit in my new room, because the ceiling is lower than it is here. It's literally only just by that much as well. So sadly I'm gonna have to take them off. I'm gonna store them in the loft for now at the new place, but I need to figure out how to get them off first, so wish me luck. It feels like it's been a long time since I last updated you on what it actually looks like here, but I have quite an exciting update. It's looking very different than probably when you last saw it. Definitely from the start of this video. It's crazy. Also, you can probably hear already that it sounds a lot less echoey in here, which is because we have carpet now, and it's made such a difference. I'm gonna do a quick tour just to update you, but the carpet, it's so nice and it's so plush because it's new, and it's just made this feel so much more like a home, and the doors are on and I love the doors so much. It's just so exciting. And the kitchen also looks really done. Like, we have details like knobs on the doors and the drawers, and I love them, and shelves in the cupboards, and it's just so nice. And we have shelves up here, we have a shelf over here with this little rail that we can hang stuff on. It's just really nice. The microwave's gonna go there. We still have a few bits to do, obviously, like the cooker needs fitting in properly, but we have a cooker, and the washing machine needs to come in from the garage. And we also need to buy a fridge freezer to go here, but so exciting. This is the actual colour of the cupboard doors, and the knobs are really nice. I really like them. We changed like last minute, but I'm so glad we did because I feel like these look so nice. And we were going to go with black handles, and I just thought that they weren't the right choice, and I feel like these are the right choice, and I'm really happy with that. But yeah, so excited for this. And then we have a fire, an open fire, and a hearth. We do currently have a hole in the wall. That's because the TV is going on the wall. And the hole is to feed the cables through because it's fed through from this cupboard. And there's going to be a shelf. There's the hole. There's going to be a shelf in this cupboard that the cables are going to come into. So any like stuff for our TV is going to be in here, which is very nice. These doors are so lovely. And then we have carpet all through here. This is my room. I love it so much. I love the green. The carpet looks really nice. Some of my books are already here. It's starting. We are starting to move stuff over. Hi, Tom Nook. We have blinds. I love my blind. I wanted a Roman blind. And I didn't know if it'd make the room too dark, but it's just so nice. And it comes down just really like smoothly. I've got these little shelves which are going to go on the wall up here. I'm going to have 3 shelves, like one under the other, above my TV, which I'm very excited about. So my TV is going to go here. Bookcases are going to go here, as you probably have already said. The kitchen, the bathroom, very nearly done, as it's always been. Just still needs a shower putting in here, but it's very close and it's clean now. We have a laundry basket. It fits. It's very nice. And then my brother's room, which has carpet as well, looking very finished. Yeah, very excited. So I actually think I'm going to end this vlog here. I wasn't sure where to end this vlog and when to end this vlog, but I feel like we're going from the phase of doing stuff and doing DIY and making this place ready to actually moving stuff over, and I feel like that feels like a natural time to be starting another vlog, an actual moving vlog. Because although we are definitely doing a slow move and we don't have a moving date, we don't have like a day where we know we're going to move everything over. Obviously that date will come probably in the next few weeks of when we actually are moving ourselves over on our beds and things, so we sleep here for the first night. But we're going to slowly move everything over the next few weeks. We can't move in for another few weeks anyway because we don't have Wi-Fi until like the end of the month. It's the start of July now. We don't have Wi-Fi until like the middle of the month at least. So I have booked it, but I didn't know when to book it for, so it's the 17th. So we can't move over until then because me and my brother both work from home. It's not that we can't live without Wi-Fi, it's just that we actually work from home and we need it for our job. So I work from home part of the week, my brother works from home full time. So we need the Wi-Fi before we can move over here, or we'll be going back to our parents to work every day or somewhere else to work every day. So we are waiting for that, and there is a few like little things like the shower that we'll probably just do in those few weeks anyway. But in the meantime, because we now have carpet, we can move furniture here, we can move my books here, I can get my new bookcase, things like that. So the next vlog is going to start very soon, immediately after this one, I imagine. Very shortly after this one. And that will be the start of the moving vlogs. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. I know it's not really been about books. I know I've talked a little bit about books, but it's been more about the move. But I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. Something a little different. And there will be a part 3 of the moving vlog, which will probably lead up until we actually move in, and then I will do it like a first week in the new house vlog, I think is my plan. So I hope you stay tuned for those as well, and hopefully I'll see you in those videos. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you soon. Bye.